This is how you have to start. Red Heat is an action detective thriller with action beyond belief. Humor up and down, left and right.
Chicago cop never relinquishes his weapon. Here.
And the story, the suspense, it is breathtaking.
All day, 1, 2.
We are ready.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is Ivan Danko, the toughest cop in Moscow. James Belushi is Art Ridzik, a Chicago detective who breaks all the rules. Together, they team up to battle Russia's deadliest criminal, a drug dealer who's smuggling cocaine from the Windy City across the Iron Curtain.
The case is very simple. The bad guy, Victor, killed Danko's partner and then escaped from Russia. And so Arnold, the Danko character, comes to the United States to bring him back to Russia. And I'm the escort. I have to pick him up at the airport. You know, I don't really like it. I don't like this duty. I don't like Russians. They're communists.
You hungry?
No,
Thirsty?
no.
I hate to break up this romance, but I'm parked in a red zone. No offense.
When I come to this country as a Soviet police officer, I am being hooked up with supposedly the worst cop of Chicago, the biggest screw-up.
He thinks he's gonna find Victor.
Oh, that's cute. Look, you better keep an eye on him.
Why me?
Because I said so.
Our relationship starts off as adversaries. I don't like him. I don't think he likes anything. All he likes is to get Victor.
You did not make it, Victor.
Hello, Vanya.
Actor Edo Ross plays the evil Victor Rusta.
Back off, Captain. Chicago gets him first.
Victor's a great character. He's a villain, and he knows his purpose. And whoever gets in his way, he just walks right over them. Doesn't even care. Guy's great. Isn't he great?
Scene 12, Queen, take 1, economic marker. Back, please.
To film the Russian scenes in Red Heat, director Walter Hill traveled with cast and crew behind the Iron Curtain. In the spirit of Glasnost, the Soviet government allowed the filmmakers to shoot in Red Square. Schwarzenegger attracted a massive crowd, fans who knew him through black market videos.
There was a tremendous amount of excitement in Moscow, not only amongst the press, but amongst the youth. It was wild, as a matter of fact, to arrive there and to have hundreds of kids try to talk to us and communicate with us and hunt us down for autographs and so on. And I had no idea that we had this kind of popularity there.
In the film, Danko was on his own turf when chasing Victor through the streets of Moscow. When the case brings him to Chicago, he faces a rude cultural awakening at the hands of Art Ridzik.
I mean, basically, he makes fun at me
Yeah.
all the way through the film.
All the way through the film. And it's great when there's a language, a cultural barrier. They have no idea that you're making fun of them. What, do you retire your uniform?
I now work undercover.
Undercover? You look like Gumby.
He calls me Gumby.
Yeah, you're gonna fit right in.
When Victor Rusta comes to Chicago, he sets up his own network of allies. Gina Gershon plays Kat Manzetti, the woman he marries to gain entry into the United States.
She didn't realize this guy was a killer. She didn't realize this guy was corrupting all of Russia, with drugs, until basically it was too late. I'm supposed to tell you that this is a truce arranged by somebody named Abdul.
You the hostage.
I'm out of here.
The Cleanheads are Victor's American drug connection, and they run their organization out of prison.
We shot outside of Chicago, about 90 miles, in Joliet State Prison in Illinois. It's the toughest prison in that state.
It is a very scary kind of a situation, especially when a warden comes to you and he says, I don't want you guys to wear jeans in here, so we can identify right away when there's a shootout who is a prisoner and who is not a prisoner. So, Jim and I were looking at each other and said, this is going to be a fun place to shoot. Victor uses fake name, marries American to get travel visa to the United States.
Playing the most unlikely cop team in Chicago, Schwarzenegger and Belushi approached the physical aspect of their roles very differently.
The character I play is very lean, and I didn't want to really look that overly muscular, but much more trim, and to get a much more Russian look, much more bony in the face. So we talked about the idea of maybe losing 10 or 15 pounds for the film, and this is what I did.
You go in the car, I'll go get us something to eat. Don't worry, I'll get you something healthy, something from all 4 food groups. Hamburger, French fries, coffee, and donuts. At the beginning of the film, I was actually about 10 pounds lighter. And when Arnold came, first thing he did is he looked me up and down and said, you are too thin. I thought you were going to be this big, beefy Chicago cop. And ever since then, he's been slowly feeding me cookies. Every day at 3 o'clock when the cookies come out, he goes, Jim!
He's an easy victim.
Oh, man.
Picture, lock it up. Turn, please.
For the fans of Schwarzenegger's previous action film, Red Heat offers the most exciting climax yet.
We have in this film a bus chase scene. It goes really literally through whole Chicago. Runs through fountains, it jumps over things, it goes through tunnels and smashes into cars.
Watch it! It's very funny. This movie is very funny. You should stick to things that you're good at. Like knee dancing, training those cute little bears for the circus. Has a lot of action. It's got a great relationship. That's the core of the movie anyways, the relationship between Arnold and myself. Nice work, Gumby.
Thank you.
I didn't mean that.
I know.